Hello, Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc, and I'm here in the shop this evening with my grandson, Austin. He's 10 years old and in 5th grade, and so he's down in the shop working with me, and I'm training him here in the business.
This before?
And so he's learning the trade. So what we're going to be doing in this video.
Plus, I don't know how to do this.
Yes. In this video, we're going to be testing tubes.
How does it test?
Yes. So I'm going to show you, Austin, how to test tubes. All right. Now, what I have is a B&K 747 dynamic mutual conductance tube tester. And so we're going to be testing
the tubes,
some 12 AU7s. I have some basic 12 AU7s over here. Excuse me.
12 AU7s.
Yes.
If it's bad or good.
That's right. Want to know if they're bad or good.
It is.
So I have tubes here, and
the tubes that we cleaned.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is, first of all, make sure everything is set up the way it should be. So we have a chart here, and the chart calls for 12 on the heater, which is set on 12, 75 for sensitivity, and it's set on 75 for sensitivity, and socket 7, and that's over here. I've previously cleaned the sockets, so now we're ready to test the tube. So are you watching, Austin?
Mm-hmm.
So for 12 AU7, what I have to do is look, see here, it says HT stands for heater. So the heater is this. This is the heater. SEN stands for sensitivity. Here it is here. And it tells me that the heater should be on 12. There's 12. Sensitivity should be on what?
75.
Because we're dealing with the tube. Look, here's the tube right here. Tube 12 AU7. This is a 12 AU7 here. Okay?
Tube 12 AU7.
Right. And the heat and the sensitivity should be what?
Sensitivity 75.
Right. And SKT stands for socket. SKT stands for socket. What socket are we dealing with? These are the sockets. What socket is what number socket are we dealing with?
Number 7.
Socket number 7. Now, notice that the 12 AU7 also has a number 75 underneath it. That means you have to check. Okay, let me show you something else. Before I get to that. Over here it says there's no numbers in here, just blanks. So that means you don't have to mess with these with a 12 AU7. Alright, then it says a number 1. Alright, up here. Look, see right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's for the testing. And it says use number what?
Use number 1.
Number 1. Here it is right here. Test 1. Now also, but on a 12 AU7, there is a second test that says number what?
Number 2.
So you got 2 tests. That's right. So you got 2 tests for 12 AU7. Test number 1 and a test number 2 for 12 AU7. Alright? Now, here's the way you test the tube. First thing you do is you have to have it on. So we just turned it on. That's how you turn it on.
What about the test?
Well, we're not going to do that yet. Now, you're going to take the tube and turn it so it'll fit into socket number 7. Very good. Now, the first thing you're going to do is see this little button over here?
Mm-hmm.
It says what? Read, what does it say?
Shorts.
It says shorts. So that means, is the test shortening out? Is it bad? Is it a bad tube? So we want to know if that's a bad tube. It's got disconnections inside the tube. So the first thing we do is we want to push that button that says short. So push that with your left hand. It better push it with your thumb. Push it with your thumb. And we look for this light here to light up. It says shorts, right? Now while you're pushing that, thump it around with your finger like this. Not too hard, not too hard. But you want to see if it lights up here. Okay? So is it lightening up?
No.
Thump it a little bit, and look at the lights. Is it lightening up? No, it's not. So it's no shorts. You can take your hand off the shorts. Now, it says, what's the second one says? Grid emission.
Grid emission.
Grid emission. That means, is any gas running around in the tube? Like, is that gas, is that tube doing what? Passing what?
Passing gas.
Yeah, is that tube passing gas? So if that tube is passing gas, that's not good, is it? Is it good for humans to pass gas? It's not?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, humans have to pass gas. But if a tube passes gas, then you want to throw it away. Remember that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for a tube to pass gas. So you push that down. If this needle moves, that's a bad tube. Okay, let it go. Push the needle down again. Push the button again. If that needle moves, if it comes out of this green and goes into the black up here, it says grid emission, then you reject the tube. So this is so far it's okay, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So now push test 1. Let's see how good that tube is. What would you say that number is on here, on the meter?
81.
You would call that 81?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me tell you what I might call it. Let me look at it. It's close. I would call that, you're close. Wow. Let me hold it. Let me hold it for you. See, look, while you're holding it, see, look at that. I would call, now what would you call it now? See, I'm pushing it all the way down.
80.
No, that's 90.
90.
See, This is 80 right here, but the next white line is 90. So I'd call that a 92.
Uh-huh.
I'd call it a 92. All right? A 92. Then that's test 1. Now press test 2. What would you call that?
81.
No, look at 80 is over here. Look at the white line.
91.
I'd call it a 92.
92.
Look at where it is. 91 is real close to the line. So I call that it's already, you've already checked that. You've already checked for shorts, all right? You've already checked for shorts. Now we're checking the second side of the tube. And I'd call it a 90. I'd call it a 90. A 90 on side 1. And I call it a 90 on side 2. All right? Well, that's kind of hot.
What is this?
Oh, it's hot. Yeah, don't want to touch that. It's hot. All right? I'm going to let you do the next one, all right? Go ahead and put this next tube in.
It is...
This is 1287.
1287.
Yep. Now, here's what I do. Here, go ahead. You have to turn it so it'll fit in there right now. Find the gap. Find the gap. No, let me show you the gap, son. Let me show you the gap. Can I show you the gap? Okay, look at me. The gap is a space. Look, can you see the gap? Look at this. Look at the tube. Can you see a gap in there? Where do you see a gap? A space that's bigger than the other spaces.
In the middle?
Look right here. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
See that gap?
Mm-hmm.
Well, find the gap on there, on the socket.
Right here?
Right. So you're going to put that gap together. There you go. See? So it fits right into the gap. Now, while that's warming up, you're going to write on this tube what the number is. So you remember what that was?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What were the numbers for this one?
12.
No. The numbers that we got on the meter.
92.
Okay, I'm going to call it a 90. Look, the 90 over 90.
90 over 90.
Yep. A A 90 over 90.
That's cute.
All right, you ready to check for shorts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go. Dump it. Good. Grid emission. No, you got dump. Okay, you can thump a little bit. Okay, nothing there. Test 1.
Whoa, it's 100.
Yep, I get 101. Test 2.
Whoa, more than that.
That's 109. Yeah. So you got 101 and 109. Now you can pull that too. Let's check some more.
It's kind of warm.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. You have to be careful about that. Here you go.
95.
Well, that's what was on it before, but
Oh, there you go. It is a 91.
a 90. Okay, I give it a 91. 91. What else?
That's 89.
I call it a 90.
Yeah, go with 9.
Okay.
Kind
91.90, right? There you go.
almost.
Look, son. Okay, look. You got to turn this. You got to find the gap there. The gap is right. The gap is right there. When you find the gap, it's easy to go in there. Okay. Dump it. Okay. Very good.
Oh,
What you got?
what's the question mark?
Oh, let's show that one. Let's show that. We're going to show.
It's a question mark. Question mark. It is a 60. I call it 63 or 62.
Oh, so that tube has questionable. It's of questionable quality, isn't it?
Okay, now it's 64.
65.
64 or 5.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So as it's warming up, it's getting better. Okay, leave it alone. It's warming up, it's getting better. Right now it's at 69. It's right at 70. And the second side, look at the second side. Okay, you don't want to mess with these while you're doing it. You don't want to mess with these. Hey, you're blocking the camera. Look at your head blocking the camera. All right. The second side is 72. So you got a 71 and a 72 on this tube. And the thing about it, is that this is supposed to be a new tube. That's supposed to be a new tube. And it's folks, this is supposed to be a brand new tube. This is right here the reason why even when you get brand new tubes, you want to be careful about you don't want to look. Let me show you how to take a tube out of the box. When you take a tube out of the box, you want to put it in your hand like this. Let me show you, Austin. You don't want to just throw it down. When you hold your hand like this, and you put it in your hand like that. You can do that. The other way to take the tube out of the box is that you can hold it upside down, shake it a little bit. You want to shake it into your hand until it comes to the edge like this. Then you can reach in and pull it out like that. That's how you remove a tube from the box. You don't want to
Break it?
No, you don't want to break it. What you don't want to do is this. You don't want to throw a tube down like this. You don't want to throw it on. Watch your head is in the way. You don't want to. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this. And throw it on the desk. Because you could throw it down and break it. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you want to always, in your hand, do it like this in your hand. Mm-hmm. All right. Very good. Now, I was telling the people, you got to let it warm up a little bit, baby. Give it time to warm up. Like, give it, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to warm up. I was telling the people that this is a new tube. And it just tested at 71 and 70. In other words, this test just barely made it into the good category. So, even though it's a brand new Electro Harmonix tube, says made in Russia. Actually, they're made up in New York. At New Sensor, that's the company. These are the same. This is the same company. It's the same company that makes these now. And I found repeatedly that this particular brand of tube, the 1287s, test low. They tend to test lower than these. Okay, and so here's another example of that. I would not put this tube, this particular one, in a customer's amplifier. It tests too low. All right. All right, on that tube, on that one, you have 80. What would you call it? What would you call that?
81.
No, look at it. Look at it. What would you call it?
82.
I'd call that an 85, son. Look, it's right in the middle. It's between 80 and 90. I'd call it 86, in fact. 86. And that, what you would call? You call that what?
81.
I'd call that an 82. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Call that an 82. So I see an 80, 86. I see an 86 and an 82. Now, in order to get it out the box, Austin, you're going to have to be a little bit more forceful than that. You just don't want it to hit the floor. Look, you're going to have to, look. Hey, look, see, I'm going to show you again. I'm showing them how to remove tubes out of a box. All right, when you got a box like this, you see the tubes in there? Mm-hmm. It's stuck in there. You can stick your finger in there and try to get it out. But if you can't, if it doesn't come out that way, look, take your hand, hold the wings of the box. I've been doing this since I was a little boy, since I was your size. And you pull the wings back like this. Look at me now. Look how I'm doing it. You hold it like this. See how I pull the wings back?
Yeah.
Pull all the wings back on the box like this. You're going to hold the box upside down. Pay attention over here. And you got it like this. Then what you're going to do, all it takes is this. Watch me. Hold your hand and you're going to do this. Like that. And when you do that, look at where the tube is now. Hold it. Look at where the tube is now. Stop. Hold it. Stop. Stop. Hold it means stop. That means slow down, okay? Look. Slow down. You're not in a hurry. You're not in a rush. I want you to learn this. So let's take our time, all right? See where it is right now. Mm-hmm. When you get it to that point, then all you do, pull it out. And you got it. All right? Mm-hmm. That's how you remove a tube from a box now. I'm going to let you do this next one. Let's go ahead and get you back. You're over here testing. You just want to get to the testing. But many times in order to test, you have to remove it from the box. Your arm is blocking. There you go.
It's
What you got?
101.
Okay, I call it 102. 102 and
103.
I'd get at a 104.
104.
Yeah, I'd give it a 104. So, what's the first one?
102.
102 and
104.
104. Yep. Wiggle it just a little bit. Pull it out. Let's see if you can open this one. Now look, hold up, stop. Let's see which end. Okay, you see the tape is on that end, so that's it. So try not to tear your flap. Use both fingers. There you go. Yeah, you don't want to tear those are sometimes delicate boxes. You don't need to tear them up. Be careful. Hold it like that.
Like this.
Like that. Like that. There you go. Like that. It takes practice. Got it? Another thing you can do sometimes, look, sometimes you can push down on the bottom, down here, but there's nothing. You can tap, sometimes you can tap. But if you can see it down there, reach in there with your fingers and pull it out. Reach in your finger, reach with your fingers and pull that tube out. You can't get it in there. It's because, look, it's tape on there. So reach with your fingers and pull that out. Reach with your fingers and pull that out. Thank you. That's all right. Hold it. You're going to turn the box. There you go. No, you're pushing that in. Let me do it. Look. Here you go. Sometimes you might have to open it up a little bit. Look, watch this. You got to look. Put a little pressure on it. Look. Okay. And this was a tough one. Here you go. Watch this. Watch what I'm going to do. Let me handle this. Watch what I'm going to do. Push this down a little bit from the top, and I'm going to put my finger in at the same time, and I'm going to pull it out. I'm pushing down. That one don't want to come out. That is a tough one. There you go. See it? There it is. Get it out? Okay, go ahead and finish. Very good. Okay. Yeah, that one didn't want to come out. That was tough. Remember, hey, Austin, give it 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds to warm up first. Okay, you can't check for shorts until give it time to warm up. Once it warms up, then you can check it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and check it now. Go ahead. Thump. Thump. Gas. Grid emission. Okay. Test 1. What'd you call it?
80. I call it 82.
I'd call that, man, I'd call that an 86. Look at it.
Yeah.
That white line is 90. That's an 80. That's a 90. That's in between. It's a little bit above 85. I call it an 86. What would you call it again? Look at it again.
86.
Okay. Okay. Next one. You do the next one. What'd you call that?
85.
Look at it. Look at it closely.
87 or 88.
I'd call it an 86 or 87. I call it 87.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I agree with you. Look at the number 1. Do test 1 again.
86.
That's an 86. Now look at test 2.
87.
That's an 87. Very good. That's kind of hot.
Ooh.
So I agree with you on that one. 86 and 87.
Oops. Pull it off.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you have to be careful. 86 and 87. If you're not careful, you tear your boxes up.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. That's why you don't want to rip, just rip them. Then you'd be taping up your boxes.
Give it 10 seconds. And called that at 86.
I'd call that an 84.
84 and
Uh-huh. What's your second test? What'd you call it?
a 79.
Look at it. Look at where it is. What would you call it?
76 or 77.
I call it a 76. Just like you said at first. I give it a 76. What's the first one?
40.
No, the first one. It's not a 40.
84.
84 and
And a 76.
now look at it again.
78.
78. I agree. Very good. You're getting it. You're learning now. So the first one is what? 84?
84 and 77. I'm 70.
Yeah. 84. So we write it on there. 84 over 78. So we write it on there just like this. Right. 84 over 78. All right. I think that's enough for this video, don't you, Little?
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so very much, Little Austin, for learning how to test tubes. We tested 5, 6, 12 AU7 tubes here, and I think you have the hang of it, young man. I think you got it. So until the next video, what are we gonna say, Little Austin?
Peace out.
We're gonna say peace out.
Uh-huh.
All right, Little Austin said peace out, so he said it for me. So you all have a great evening. Goodbye.